Hey guys, welcome. My name is Allison, and if you are new here, I am a grad student and English teacher here in Tokyo. And today, to celebrate my 1,000 subscribers, thank you guys so much, by the way. I'm so happy I made it this far. Anyways, to celebrate, I wanted to have a Q&A session. I get asked a lot of the same questions many times. So I asked you guys what you wanted to know on YouTube and also on my social media like Instagram. So I did get some like repeat questions, so I'm just going to combine those into one question. And I am going to divide this video into 3 sections. One on Japan, one on school, one on my personal life. So let's just get started with the section on Japan. How long have you been living in Japan? So technically I've lived in Japan 3 different times. This one, the one I'm here for, you know, like the long haul for, it's been almost 3 years. But if we add up all my time, then it'd be about 3.5. Do you plan on staying for forever? I don't know. Can anyone really say that? I'm open to it, I will say. I could see myself either moving back to America or living in Japan. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I'd say I'm open to it. It just, you know, depends on where my life goes, my career, my romance life, if that ever happens. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I'll say that I do think I'm gonna be here for my 20s. After that, I don't know. What is your favorite thing to get at the convenience store? I would say the iced lattes from the coffee machine. Not like the pre-packaged ones, but the actual machine. The 7-Eleven ones are probably my favorite, but the Family Mart and Lawson ones are they're good too. Food-wise, I would say hiyashi chuka in the summer months especially. It's just like cold noodles, and it's super good and super easy, and I am never let down by it. And then of course I love the seasonal items, especially in fall. I think there's a lot of really good ones. Right now there's like chocolate mint, that's really good. Have you ever worn a kimono? So of course I really want to like rent a kimono and, you know, go around Asakusa or something, but you know, the situation. So maybe next year, maybe this fall, I don't know. I've worn yukatas like a ton of times because those are very easy. When I was in high school, a bunch of old ladies did like dress me in one. It was very hot, summer, it was very sweaty. I had a wig. I didn't look cute. I don't look good with black hair. So I guess technically yes. How is Japan in the pandemic? So for the first few months, I'd say we took it pretty seriously. You know, everyone was really good about staying home, not going out much. I barely left my house. However, I'd say now it's more like life is normal, but with a mask on. We are in like a state of emergency right now, so a lot of things are closed. And while people listen, it's not like, I don't know, it's not as serious as it was the first time. And I can't blame them because government response. Basically, it's the same as normal, but with a mask on, and you don't go to crowded places. What attracted you to Japan in the first place? I'm just gonna be honest. Anime. I think like a lot of people, I watched anime as a kid, and I really wanted to go to Japan because of it. I don't know, I think some people are like, it's like taboo if you say you like anime and that's why you wanted to come to Japan, but you know, it's true. Who cares? That's what most Japanese people think too. They assume you come to Japan because you like anime. I think it's a totally valid reason because, I don't know, who cares? It's like saying you can't go to America if all you like is the movies. Like, come on. So yeah, anime is the first thing that attracted me, but of course, just anime alone would not sustain me wanting to live here this long. What is your favorite and least favorite thing about Japan? So favorite, safety. I love being able to leave my apartment at midnight and go to the convenience store. I love not carrying my keys in my hand at night if I'm walking on the street. I can go out to eat alone without worrying about anything happening to me. I'm not worried at all about my apartment getting broken into or me being, you know, assaulted, anything like that. That being said, Japan is not a safe utopia. There is plenty of crime here, a lot of it unreported. Especially for women, there is a lot of sexual violence, I'd say. I think every girl who's been living here for a while has been nampad in public, which is like guys hitting on you. That one's easier to deal with. But there's also like the problem of like chikan, which is like men like groping you or like, you know, getting too close to you, that type of, you know, that type of thing in a train. There are things like that that does happen. But if I'm comparing it to America, That's all I can speak for, my experience. Then it's so much safer here. I don't have to worry about dying, basically. Anyways, my least favorite thing would definitely be, it's hard, actually. It's either work culture or lack of female rights. I guess if we speak to me personally, it would be the female rights issue. Japan has an awful rating on that gender gap report. You know, women aren't really expected to do much still other than becoming like a housewife. But the workplace problem is also super bad. My neighbor never gets home like before 9 p.m. Ew. Do you have any tips for people who want to move to Tokyo? I did make a video about like what to bring to Japan, and I also made a video about renting an apartment here. But really, the biggest thing is you just need money. You need to save money to move here. A few $1,000s at least. Even if you already have a job lined up here, most Japanese companies will only pay you once a month. So let's say you start working in August. You're not going to see your first paycheck until the end of September. So, money. If you could imagine your life in Japan but in a parallel universe, what would you be doing? So in college there was another route I considered to coming here, and that was going through like the State Department and trying to like work my way up and try to get like transferred over here to the consulate, that type of thing. But I knew it would take me at least several years to get to that point, so I didn't want to do it. But yeah, I could be like some government lady right now in Tokyo. I don't know. I'm not. Okay, so next we are moving on to school. So why did you decide to go to the University of Tokyo? So I chose the University of Tokyo over other universities because it had a program I really wanted to do. It's probably the best school in Japan in terms of name power. And I heard back from my application before I even applied to the other schools. So that's why I chose it. I was also considering Sophia and Waseda, but I didn't apply. But as an American, where American degrees are, right now, I think they're about the most powerful in the world, you know, generally speaking, or at least ones from Western English-speaking countries. So if I'm going to go to grad school in Japan, I did want it to be one of the top ones, just because if I did move back to America and I couldn't do anything with the degree, that would kind of suck. So why grad school in Japan? Okay, first of all, I wanted to live here. I didn't want to go back to America for grad school. I didn't want to move back. And even without any scholarship or anything, grad school in Japan is super cheap compared to America. Tuition here for a year is only about 5,000 US dollars. If I went to a top school in America, I would probably be taking out student loans because I'm in the humanities. And my research topic is about Japan, so it makes sense to go to school here. Really, the most important reason is that I just wanted to live here. I didn't want to sacrifice like my lifestyle here to move back to a country I really don't want to be in right now. What's your favorite and least favorite thing about grad school? I think my favorite thing is just being in school again, because before this I was working for 2 years full time. I like being able to study something I'm interested in. There are some classes that I'm required to take that I don't have any interest in personally. However, largely speaking, they're about things that I care about or I want to learn more about, which is great. And I would say my least favorite thing is that it's online right now. Oh my god, I don't like Zoom class, but we're still doing it. We're still doing it, guys. Maybe in fall I can finally take an in-person class. Please. Do you think you're gonna do a PhD? So right now I am in a master's program. I am considering a PhD. I don't know. My original plan was to just get the master's degree and then go straight into like the industry, like get a job at like a company, that type of thing. But I don't know. I'm starting to consider a PhD, but I don't know if I want to be poor for another few years because you don't really make any money. I don't know. We'll see. You'll find out. Just stick around for another year and you'll find out. Okay, next, let's go on to the personal section. What is your Japanese level? So I did technically pass into a year and a half ago. Oh my god. I haven't improved at all since then. Maybe I've actually backslided because right now I take all my classes in English and I teach English. And honestly, I don't use Japanese that much beyond like going to the store. Technically I'm into, but realistically speaking, I think I'm a little below that, at least in terms of ability to create sentences. And I'm probably about into in terms of comprehension, like reading and listening. I don't know. Japanese is hard. Did you find a good air purifier or circulator? Yes, I did. It just came in the mail this morning. So I got this one used on Mercury. There are like some scratches on it, but overall it's pretty good. Did you go on a second date with that boy? Yeah, so a few months ago in one of my vlogs, I mentioned that I was on a date. Yeah, we did actually go on a few more dates, but I realized we don't have that much in common. So I just ended it. I don't know. It's not. My philosophy is I just don't want to drag anything out if I don't see something long-term happening. So, and now that class has started again, I'm kind of overwhelmed and I don't really want to date. I don't know. We'll see. Do you plan on doing any traveling? You guys, before this whole thing, I traveled so much. Like once or twice a month I was going somewhere, and that's why I didn't save any money on jet. I went to Korea, I went to China, I went to Hokkaido. I was supposed to go to Okinawa and then cut off. No traveling. The only traveling I've done since then is I took a trip up north to see like Aomori and things a few months ago. I really want to travel again, of course, but I am gonna wait until after I have a vaccine, at least to go internationally. I'm hoping to do more domestic stuff this year. And I am going to go back to America probably this summer just to visit my family and probably get a vaccine because we're not getting any here in Japan. What's your favorite clothing brand? It's Ehekasopo. I don't know how you really pronounce it. That's how Japanese people pronounce it. It's super cute. I'm wearing it now. And I think I'm going to do a summer clothing haul video, which is mainly going to feature this brand because I love it. Alright you guys, I talked for way too long, so I'm going to cut the video off right here. My throat hurts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and once again, thank you so much for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. Let me know in the comments down below what videos you'd like to see in the future. If you want to move to Japan one day, just visiting is fine too, honestly. You don't have to force yourself. Alright, thank you guys so much. My name is Allison. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you here again next week as always. See you!